My name is Jackie Warner and I'm the Community Services for Leeds Central Seventh-day Adventist Church. We run a food bank called Soup and More. Since COVID, we have been offering a delivery service each and every Sabbath. We deliver food to over 50 families each week. Our volunteers are members from the church, members of our Community Services Department. The Adventurer and Pathfinder clubs have assisted us with this. We have many partners and we give God thanks because the food bank has been blessed. In this, as often said, unprecedented times, we have seen the enormous, God has been blessing us so much. We have partner organisations like Leeds City Council, Neighbourly, Fair Share, Waitrose, Tesco's, Leeds Food Aid Network. So many organisations have come and have assisted us to be able to provide food to those that are in greatest need. Leeds City Council have even loaned us a van, even though it's temporarily, just to help us to assist so that we can really meet the needs of the community here in Leeds. The pictures is only gives you a flavour of some of the work and efforts that we do each and every week. But we just cannot thank God enough for the way that He has been supporting and offering and giving and giving and giving and giving. We have never ever seen such a time like this, where we have so many people that are in so great a need, and we have been blessed that as a church family we have been able to support them to meet those needs, not just in terms of just providing food, but providing for their spiritual growth, providing books. The Adventurer members have done little tokens that they put in their boxes and bags each week, giving a Bible verse, giving words of encouragement that has been so greatly received by the community. I hope you enjoy looking at the pictures. I hope it gives you a flavour of some of the work and efforts that we've been doing since COVID and what we will continue to do as God continues to lead and to guide His people. Thank you so much.
At the start of lockdown in March, the church formed a COVID group, and I was one of the members on the COVID group. And we were looking at what we are going to do as a group, and part of that was what services we're going to continue doing. Well, the church was always helping to feed the homeless and providing clothes for them for winter and so on. So that was proposed as the project that we were going to continue with throughout lockdown. And I said that we needed to do more than just feeding the homeless during this time, because there was going to be some serious need in the community. At that time, I didn't even know the extent that need was going to be taken, but I just felt impressed that the community was going to be in some serious need. So I proposed that we help collect food for the food bank. And I got the task of researching where these food banks were and contacting them and so on, which I did, and fed the information back. But it kind of got lost a little bit. And time was passing on. So I had to raise it again to say, look, if we didn't do something soon, we'd be out of lockdown. So we needed to do something. So what I was proposing is that we just stand outside church and let the neighborhood know we were doing that and see how many people would be ready and prepared to bring food to us. And then I got the go-ahead to say, yeah, go on and do it.
There was a number of things that God seemed to be sending me signs or messages, and I remember watching the NEC Youth Real Talk, and it was called Just Do It. And I listened to the programme, And I was inspired by the young people who had various projects and were just doing grassroots ministry. So they almost came together, and I just said, right, we're just going to do it. I'm not a person who just does things, but I was so inspired by the real talk that I thought this is a calling. At the same time as well, my local community was collecting baking and collecting money for the food bank, and they were raising quite a large sum of money, sometimes from £300 to £500. And I just thought, as a church, we need to be doing something, because by the time lockdown is over, God's name won't be lifted. And I just felt this urge that God needs to be lifted in this. And also, there were so many people that was so desperate, and I was reading a lot of information around food banks that was actually saying it's almost like a perfect storm. We've got COVID, we've got people losing jobs, we've got the homeless, and everything was just coming together and not in a good way. And it was that desire to make a little bit of difference to our community.
We've distributed leaflets around the area, telling them what we're doing, and that we'd be here every Sunday, 12 till 2. And people just come from far and wide and brought their food, and we then take it to the different food banks. So at the moment we support a food bank in the 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗀𝗃 area of the city, one in the Pittsmore area of the city, and one in the Manor area of the city. We also support Baby Basic and the Archer project, which is a homeless project.
Yeah. I think people can see what we're doing every Sunday between 12 and 2 as they walk by, and the community are coming out and supporting, and even if it's a couple of packets of pasta, whether it's things for the babies, they will come out, or even donate money, which is amazing. One of the things that I've found is that Cotton Church has been here for such a long time, and but this has kind of galvanized the neighbors in just supporting this project, and they're coming from far and wide. But the other thing is that it's more than just a food bank, or it's more than just a collection point. It's a point where people come to meet. We're getting to know the community. We have laughs and jokes. We've got a couple of members from the community, or people from the community, who have recently had bereavements. So it's kind of like a counselling session when we come. So it's more than what we started off doing. It's a ministry, and it's just wonderful just getting to know people. And also when that elderly man didn't come for a few weeks, and we were worried, knocking on doors thinking, is he all right? And then he turned up.
So I'll just fill in a little bit in that. We service 3 food banks. I contacted quite a few, but 3 were willing and needed food, needed the support that we could offer. So we service Sheffield 2, Manor 1, the Glidders Valley 1, and the food bank in Burngreave. We also give things to Baby Basic and the Archer project for the homeless. And while we were doing all this, we wanted to make sure that our churches in those areas didn't feel like they needed to be doing it for their area. So I contacted Burngreave Church member and I contacted Manor Church member, and they were happy with it. In fact, one of the Burngreave Church members actually joined us she joins us every Sunday and stand outside the church with us to collect. And in fact, when she had a bereavement in her family and was missing for a few weeks, people came and asked for her. Where is she? Why isn't she here with you? So, we are missed if we're not here. They know my car. As soon as I pull up, people are coming out to support us. We have regular members from the community who come and donate every week, and we always stand and have a chat, find out how they're doing. One young man, he has a grandson, and he brought his grandson down to show us, and so on. So we're getting to know so many people, and they're getting to know us. And we have met some really wonderful people. The food banks as well, they've got to know us and look forward to, we do 1 week at one food bank, the following week at another, and the third week at another. And they know the pattern now, so they do expect us. And they're always happy to see us and thankful for what food we collect. And so far, the Lord has blessed us every week that we can donate 6 or more bags of food. And along with the food donations that people bring, they also leave money that we can buy and top up as well. So God has really, really blessed the project.
I think for me, and I'm sure you guys will agree, that this will be ongoing, because as we see the situation, and another link that we have made is with all the various food banks, and that's a ministry in itself as well. They report, and I can't remember the figures, but how the unemployment has increased since lockdown, and now families are starving for food, and now the queues for the food banks has grown by
well, it's about 50-60% in a very short time.
And sometimes they are running out of food. So when we bring, you know, whatever it is that we have got, then they are so grateful for that, and just to know that families are being fed, children are not going hungry, then it's a wonderful ministry. So when you say where do we go from here, this will continue, because unemployment is not just going to come back just like that. You know, this so-called new normal will be that people are going to, it's going to get worse, it's not going to get any better.
This space here was the size of a room that we were shown around, and it was stacked right up to the ceiling with food, and we said, oh, is this going to be for a month's supply or 2 months supply? And he said, it's gone in a week. Gone in a week.
We also give out health magazines to everyone who donates. So again, that's another part of the ministry. So it's multifactorial, isn't it? There's so many things that is going on. And then we get to know each other.
And we get to know them.
And we get to know them as well. So bonus is wonderful. In the winter,
well, we've already thought about that. We're having a tent.
We're having a tent.
We're having a tent.
We're having a tent. And then you're looking at the coffee morning as well.
We just thought that we'll do a Macmillan coffee morning.
And again,
just to fundraise for families or individuals who are ill.
It's great. It's great. It's great work.
All right, so one of the things that I found was just that connectivity with the neighbours now. So whereas before I might have said hello and then walked by, they've seen the church open on Sabbath and all the cars out there, but now we've got to know them. We know them by name. We know them every week. There's a story. You know, one lady comes and she spends so much time talking. Some of them may be lonely. Some of them didn't know what the Adventist church was about, but they've seen, and they come week after week donating food and also donating monies and clothes and toys and whatever it is. They know that we are here, and they know that we are doing something active, something positive for the community.
We come on a Sunday, every Sunday, and it's 10 till 12, the bank opens. We started around about May time, when we find there was some needs to help the community. And the members, they helped us. Each week they would bring parcels, and then we were able to distribute. We deliver. This week we've delivered 5 parcels to homes that we've gone out and done, and then Sunday we had lots of people come and have the bags. We pack the bags and they come and they'll take it, and if there is any clothing that they need, they will also take. So yes, in the beginning it was very slow, so all we was doing was delivering to the homes, but one tell one. And then the response was very great, to the extent that last week we ran out of food, we ran out of stuff. So we had to go again and stock up. When we went to Lidl, where we went to shop, because we were purchasing so many things, and one of the staff, I think she went and told the manager, he came and he had a word with us, and we said, well, it was a charitable deed that we was performing, and he said, okay. But if we was going to purchase a lot of stuff, then he said we could come and order it from him, and then we'll be able to get it in bulk. But because we don't have the finance, we're not able to do that. So we rely on members to help us. And the church did give a donation, and the donation now, it's finished. So all that's gone now, because I've just finished that. And so I'm just relying now, when this goes, we won't have any more unless the members, you know, help. So that's what we're relying on right now, just members to help us. Well, we're hoping that we could carry on to help the community, and also to be able to invite them into our congregation as well. So long term, we're hoping that we can integrate the community into coming and worshiping with us, you know. So it's an outreach. It's also an outreach for people to know and for us to deliver the message. We deliver books, we give them magazines and little leaflets regarding the church. But because we are renovating the kitchen, we haven't finished. So because of that, we haven't been able to start that up. Because had we got the kitchen going, we could have been cooking, because a couple of them ask us about food. But we are not able to provide that service at the moment. Yeah, yeah. If possible, we'd like some more food, because we're really running low right now. So we would like some more, and hopefully we'll be able to get donation as we're inquiring now to be able to help us.
The baby stuff, a lot of it's donated by, can I name her?
Church members.
From Manor member and Carton members. Some give financial aid and some give, you know, other stuff. Essentials. It's not very far. But there are 5 women, is it, Joanne?
Yeah.
5 women living in a house, refugees. So,
Like a contract with the supermarket.
yeah, we have the fair share with Tesco supermarket, and they give us stuff every Friday and Saturday. Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We don't always get it, but most of the time we do. And we take it to them because they haven't got much money, and they share it among themselves. Since the lockdown, isn't it? Since the first lockdown. And the women look forward to us coming, and we've sort of befriended them, and they look forward to us bringing the stuff and just visiting them and talking with them, because a lot of them have got a lot of stress from being brought from their own country and no families here, and we've sort of stepped in to try and cover that side of it. 1, 2, 4 of us?
Yeah.
Joanne and I, Patricia and Patricia. 5. Me, Joanne, Patricia, and Hyacinth. Oh, and Victoria. I forgot about Victoria. She helps as well. Yeah. There's 6 of us. Some of them deal with the spiritual side of it, and some deal with the providing for the babies and the parents and befriending. and we're hoping that it will carry on even after all this is over.
Well, we individually, we plan to continue while ever COVID is there, while ever people are in need, and we know now that more people are losing their jobs. So while ever there's that need, then we will continue to do it. And I don't know that it's going to stop anytime soon, because the Chancellor himself said by July next year, 1 million people will be out of work. So we know that that need is going to continue.